When you think about the end of the world, do you think about your place in it? How will you survive the first day, get by the first week, maybe even have a base thought out you can hold up in? People scarcely think about the long term. You don't think, what if I was alone, stuck in an overgrown world with houses picked clean, winter approaching, death lurking in the night, and all hope of seeing another face lost? What's your place in that reality? This is 10 years later, and for Greta Redmond, it's her life. Moving quickly, I tried to clear the building before any of the insane population outside heard.
We have a house. I know where we are. So we're in the medical center in Muldra. Like, I know exactly where we are. That's not what I thought would happen.
Running into issues with indoor vegetation, I pulled the dead outside. And went upstairs to finish the rest.
I think it's one.
A kitchen knife was a solid find, especially since it allowed the conversion of rip sheets into covers for windows and doors. Secure, I put Greta's weak strength to the test.
Now, these houses are the object of my desire. Though,
unable to kill them before more joined, my hand was forced. Drawing in all those in the area, I planned to lure them to the eastern woods, a tried and true tactic for giving a bit of breathing room. Except the slower moving stragglers spotted me on the retreat. Testing the effect, I removed broken glass from the adjacent house and waited for a response by investigating the nearby cars.
hey, nice. Okay, we have no juice, no fuel. Classic.
Gaining a mug, 2 cans and some cereal. The pickings were slim, but still too much for my pathetic weight capacity. Unburdened, I moved on to the next home.
Definitely let a few into this house, but we'll see what we're dealing with.
Failing to find enough in these houses,
The house is burnt down, so no loot worth there.
I switched to the second story ones in the gated community. Barely enough food, but a much more impressive haul. My progress marked, and unsure of when the dead stirred, I started removing the greenery between the boards, vines off the walls, and corpses off the floor.
Oh, they're still walking about. So I know they stopped sprinting at 6. I tested it. I don't know when they start sprinting though.
Not running at 8, it could still work safely, free from their enhanced strength, eyesight, hearing, and memory.
Still quite sedentary.
Shambling at 9, the second floor was restored, leaving time for some exercise before 10 p.m.
I don't see them, they must have moved on. Huh? In the building, wait. Still walking. Okay. So is it at 11? It's 10. They start sprinting at 10. I think this is our next best shot, because I know it's a grocery store.
Operating off memory, and a shaky one at that, I left the alarm clock behind to save weight and tackled the neighbouring convenience store. For greater capacity, I swapped the gun case for a sack, letting me empty the shelves of cereal and snacks. While encumbered, I filled my cabinetry and retargeted the second-story homes.
What the?
Repeating yesterday's tactic, I led the growing horde back to the woods and even beyond the railway tracks.
Wonder if we're doing more damage than good sometimes. Clustering them together like that.
Forced to use the metal pipe, I fought and shoved into exhaustion. Too worn out and in pain from exercise, I used the medical centre to buy time to recover.
Oh, standing up.
Stamping groups were slow,
Holy shit.
so I grabbed the alarm clock for timekeeping and snuck into a home rather than fight. Good calories on the bottom, a middling weapon on the second. Well worth it.
We just want a quick and dirty solution.
Losing another group, I took the moment of peace to rip clothing for the front windows. As they were broken, they could still climb in without warning, but I could work quietly in my home undisturbed.
Wait, matches? Just in a bush.
And on myself.
Yes. We can fight weight loss too. Ah. Here comes the snow.
An early warning of a season entirely unfamiliar to me.
Next up, I reckon, is this one.
Wielding the guitar, I refrained from using it until absolutely necessary.
Oh, yay, good amounts of food.
Finding a digital watch, I had a date to quantify my fears of winter. The 11th of the 11th. 19 days. Still early, I fought the dead. Earning a bread knife for my trouble and a screwdriver. Greta could now disassemble electronics for experience. A critical step towards hot-wiring vehicles. I'd wait for a modifier on the skill before starting though.
There we go. I feel like I've cleared the group, but there's more than maybe one or two. Yeah, no. That's me.
Tired, hungry, thirsty, and encumbered, I returned home to recoup and recover. Pointing to a suburb in Louisville, the map was useless, but it did help paint a map devoid of information. back out and fighting at 4 p.m. I encountered a problem.
Whoa.
There were too many southwest to fight.
Hey, maybe we go for the cars? There was a huge group up here though. Maybe we do what we should do and lead them away. Got a key to one of these cars.
All that to run into a group left in my wake.
Naturally.
For sale, the barren home offered little reward for the violence outside. Under the growing shadow of darkness, I ran, marked my progress, dismantled electronics, ate cereal for dinner, and slept.
There's a definite focus on here for today. Moderately concerning.
The wrench would make a good weapon, but losing the ability to grind mechanics on vehicles was hardly worth it.
Already have to run back.
Wearing through my shoes, I looked for dead still shuffling around in theirs.
It has a hole in it though.
Perfect. The new souls covering the ground to a new home. And out of a bad situation. Weaponless again, I continued using my environment when pulling too many, be it random houses, high fences, overgrowth, or my base. Anything and everything to get the job done. Remembering the wrench I'd glanced at yesterday, I left to retrieve it. Armed again, I powered through strength level 2, dropping weak for feeble, and improving my carry weight at the same time.
Enough time to start reading.
Putting my greater strength and wrench to the test. I came away with a high-level carpentry book. Hardly worth the durability.
Onto these guys. Oh yes, it's open, okay. I feel like that gives us a good shot at getting a nice weapon. Oh, generator.
For now, a hunk of red metal, but with fuel and a magazine on how to operate it, I'd have power. Scoring electrical volume 1, if every other item was icing on the cake,
That's kind of useful.
the packet of potato seeds was the cherry on top.
Ah, damn. We cut the top off of it.
Encumbered, arrested, got back out there.
Can't wait to get another bread knife.
Safe, I spent the few hours before sprinters awoke colouring in my map,
No Moldra map. Could really do with one.
dismantling more electronics, reversing weight loss, and reading.
Okay. I think it's time to knock these out.
The 6th day repeated the patterns of my first week. A massacre followed by low durability, then improvisation. Then significantly, I shoved, stomped, and smacked the rest until I made it into a house.
I need a weapon, man. This is so, tedious at this point.
The first home contained loot I'd come to expect. VHS tape I couldn't watch, water to refill my bottles, and empty cupboards devoid of food. The following 2 offered useful scraps, but not the calories I needed to justify the venture. Whereas the 4th offered the remnants of a party, but the boot of the blue sedan eclipsed it. A gas can, and a minute amount of fuel to siphon.
Just the smallest amount.
Gaining little in the 5th and alerting a large group, I was done.
One has a hand axe too.
Before bed, I made the mistake of reading the electrical skill book. Slow reader and my need for modifiers cost me most of the next day, but I could now hunt TVs to grind, except filling up the gas can was of more benefit.
No gas. No gas. No gas. I have to kill all these guys in order to check these two. No gas. Ah, it does have gas. Alright. Looks like we're in for a little bit of a fight then. Oh, is this the car I have keys to?
I could keep it in there, but taking it out kept my options open as I still needed a battery to repair the ute.
Let's go.
An absolutely massive find. A reduction in carry weight and a charged battery for heavy-duty vehicles.
To be honest, I think that might be classed as heavy duty.
The ute was in decent enough nick. I'd only need to change the battery and re-add the fuel to run it. In a regular world, everything was now at my fingertips. Except the overgrowth, limited fuel, and high population of this one made unmapped journeys unviable. Even if driving was off the table, a backpack meant running to landmarks in Mulder remained on the cards. Like the large warehouse somewhere to the north, or a bar, bookshop, or police station to the south. Of all those afforded to me, only the large warehouse offered game-changing items. The choice was made. Encountering those left behind and weaving between their outstretched arms, I also contended with the fog falling over the town. Reaching the main drag, the dead were asphyxiating, worsened by the new buildings crippling my PC and fog obscuring their broader movements.
It'd be worth having a stop in.
Standing tall above the fog, I saw it.
I'm gonna start gathering them.
My yells echoed throughout the building and carried over the road and car park. I even made sure to drag what I could from the woods. I had my ball of flesh, now to lose it.
Keep the profile low. What do we got? Screwdriver. Plumb hammer? I think we can use that. Use a wood axe. Let's hope this doesn't raise attention.
Overweight, I consumed food to increase my capacity and ditch what I didn't need.
Farming volume 3 is nice, but it's not going to help right now. Got what we needed. Let's get out of here. Oh, that was the wall.
A wood axe, screws, a hard hat, potato seeds, nails, a propane torch, hammer, can sealer, more seeds, magazines, a saw, a welder's mask, a sledgehammer, and a trowel. One trip for 3 skills. As I struggled to mitigate my encumbrance and return on time, I stirred those dead left slumbering in their homes.
Oh, an axe. That breaks my heart.
Back to familiar streets.
See if we can get back home without bringing too large of a horde down on our heads.
The dead had moved in during my absence. One bag down, I lost many and fought the rest through growing exhaustion. Inside, I was acutely aware of the dead just beyond my walls, costing most of my hand axe's durability in the last hours of the day. Riding the high, I went into town again. It wasn't long until I found what I was looking for. Green's grocery shop. Inside, I could find what I needed, bar the piles of mush from long-forgotten fruit and vegetables.
Well, I really cannot breathe, can I?
They were near. But for canned food, margarine and lard, I had to stick it out. Eating in preparation for a hearty fight, I entered the back room and soon found a threat too great to conquer. Or more accurately, it found me.
Time to go home.
An incredibly lucky find for a cardboard box.
I can't believe I just found a box of nails. And bonus, I think I know vaguely where I am.
Sighting the damaged fences, I was almost home. With food stores stocked, the pressure on my survival was gone,
Look at that. We just bought ourselves so many days.
letting me focus on my base.
Wait, we're looking good. God damn it.
Killing all nearby, barricaded my home in peace. Providing safety on the first floor, ensuring ample warning if it was ever threatened.
Yeah, I want to start renovating the bottom floor, but I don't think I'm willing to do that without carpentry. Then again, what if it's my carpentry level? Oh, there's no point getting carpentry 1. It'd be carpentry 2 that we need.
Now had the perfect excuse. Wrapping up my work, I nabbed metal shelves and took stock of what I needed to do.
I think I'm fairly happy with the current situation. We really just need to go grab books. I think the bookshop's like here or here. Maybe grab a little bit more food, find another source of food along here, clear this warehouse out. I think those are the 3 objectives. I'll actually write them down.
First up, restoring the ute. 198, 199, 200. Oh. Hello, ladies. I didn't see you there. Got car trouble? Need a man to help you fix it? Well, you're in luck, 'cause I'm Alex, and you're watching Car Zone. Got trouble with your car? But you're lacking skill? You've found the right guy? In the right zone. Car zone.
Not being able to turn things on is a real problem. But don't worry, I'm here to help. Today we're talking batteries and fuel. If it's your battery, you can charge or replace it. For charge, connect to a working battery with jumper cables, and after a while, she should start. If not, or it keeps getting worse, you can always replace the old with the new. Now ladies, make sure to get a battery that meets your vehicle's specifications. Only the right one will meet your needs. You do know most of your audience are guys, right? Really? Hello, lads. If your fuel gauge isn't working and you need to check levels, then siphoning is what you need. We have 3 methods. Insert a tube with your thumb over one end. Easy. If that doesn't work, I recommend 2 tubes and a cloth to seal. Blow through the shorter pipe to create pressure. Simple. If you have 1 tube, you can suck on it to start the siphon, but I don't recommend that because you don't want fuel in the mouth.
Fearing a protracted fight, adding fuel could wait. After eating and gathering water,
I mean, if I'm being realistic, if I drive a car here, they're probably gonna hear.
I finally filled the ute and turned the ignition. I had a car. I wanted nothing more than to drive off, but I couldn't without a solid fuel supply and a better understanding of the roads. Besides, I had a lot of tasks to do without it. Thoroughly wiping the dead for my return trip.
Oh, annotated map. Oh, it's Muldra. Hey, that's good.
The town was revealed. Using both hands for the generator, I slowly walked back, grimacing from the weight.
Need to grab that barbecue too.
Unmolested, I caught my breath before clearing dead around the sides and back, stealing a barbecue, and plotting future defenses. If I intended to run the generator, I prefer a healthy distance between my base and any Z who approached, far further than the damaged fences encircling the clinic.
Like, those are long fences, so if I sort of sealed them, I don't think the dead passively attack stuff unless they're given a reason. So if I block it just enough out of the range that it's okay, maybe I could run a generator.
As I contemplated my options in the town, I scratched down what little I remembered.
That's a cop station. That's definitely a gas station. That's a bar. It's a VHS store, I think it's here. So, finding more food stores, we don't have a very definitive place where we can do that. But find skill books. We have this bookshop. Can hit that.
In anticipation, I consumed significant calories, read and slept, dreaming of the numerous skill books I wanted and the coveted generator magazine I needed.
I wonder if we can check the shit actually. Another generator? It's a shame we can't siphon gas off of it. I think I remember there being some sort of warehouse around here, but I'm not too sure. Jeez Louise. What the?
The dead were thicker than I imagined, and confined by the trees, I had my work cut out. Hemmed in, I ditched the dead.
Jesus, there's so many. Like, I thought I was being clever, and it's just like, nope. Nope, nope, nope.
Failing repeatedly out the back, I changed tactics to the front of the store, hoping the openness of the main road would offer better fortune.
Dude, the numbers. I am really trying here.
Or now, with hit vids breaking their line of sight. I failed again, though the trees bought a moment to run inside. The shelves weren't as bare as other containers, but still nothing I needed. Passing 2 PM and nothing to show for my efforts.
Dude, like, okay, screw it. This isn't gonna work.
The high population had strangled out any hope for the day, coupled with exhaustion, made for a slow walk home. Pursued by the cause of my woes. Safely back, I looted a metal bar from a shed,
What is that in his head? A pick?
recovered an axe, and contemplated my options. First up, Molotovs. Gasoline ones were out of the question, but
I don't know if alcohol's the right choice. Because fire would let us clear so much of this. But the overgrowth risks it spreading to just everywhere. I mean, if we got alcohol and waited for it to rain, maybe that would help? Whereas I guess if I take the axe there, I just wipe the floor with them.
alternatively, the axe allowed a direct approach, wiping out any stragglers after pulling away the majority. But plainly put, why not both, with fire serving as a backup to the axe? Bob changed the plan.
Honestly, maybe we just take these houses out.
Getting partially blinded to a bunch of displaced dead was not appealing. Instead, I worked on the last houses in the gated community, confidently fighting with a powerful weapon behind me. Scored more rifles without ammo, Electrician Volume 2, Electrical Experience, and many disparate items. Leaving the rifles for another run, I crossed the street. Unsure of the undead presence. Safe, I took everything and power walked to base. Holding items in the back of the ute, I rested and fought down my old path.
This one is a magazine. We could actually use this one, though our aiming skill's probably too low. Let's check the area before we wrap it up.
The instruments provided long blunt experience and access to the burnt house. With tiredness setting in, but well before 10,
Let's just quietly steal this propane tank.
I ripped out the vegetation on the ground floor, a baby step to a functional addition to my base.
I do think if we go for the alcohol first and then swing up, get the books. And then yeah, we've got the large warehouse up here, definitely worth clearing. And I don't think food's bad, it's just not great. Yeah, we got some food, be okay. Yeah, I'm liking how this has gone. We're really well settled.